So Tiffany Haddish let us know the other day that she was reached out to by the Grammy Academy. They asked her if she would do them the honors by hosting the next Grammys. That's actually scheduled to air, I think, January 21st, I believe is the day. This is a dream gig for any comedian who wants to be able to show their hosting chops, their comedic chops. This is a mainstream crossover show. The Grammys have spoken out and said that they are trying to be more inclusive. They want to be less sexist. They want to be diverse. And what a good look this would be for a Black comedic actress to do the show. So that would have been a great gig for Tiffany Haddish, except for one thing. They didn't want to pay her. I was like, what? But evidently they've had hosts in the past who they didn't pay. Not only did they not want to pay her, though, you guys, they also asked that she covered her own makeup, hair, and wardrobe. Did they want the bitch to drive her ass down there too and get behind the camera and film herself talking and write the script out for herself and make sure that everybody was on their cue too? Like, do you want her to run the whole fucking show? Come on. Okay, now I didn't know people was doing these hosting jobs for free. I mean, but to me, when a person is doing a show for free, one, they are already very much established. I mean, Tiffany Haddish is established. People know who she is. But, I'm sure she could still stand a check, bitch. We ain't that far along where I can just start saying, yeah, I'm doing shit for free and I'm not getting paid for it. No. But it's such a bad look for the Grammys, like I said, who are trying not to look as sexist. They've had some issues with, people saying that they are sexually, what is the word? They don't advance women as much as they do men and all of this. And then you go and you ask not only a woman, but a Black woman to do the shit for free. So she was like, absolutely not. We'll not be doing that. I mean, a bitch can't even get her hair curled in a dress? No. Okay. So I didn't blame her that she told them no. Well, evidently the CEO of the Academy, his name is Harvey Mason Jr., he said that it was a very large mistake asking her to, cover all of her expenses, even though they have asked people to people have done it for free, that it was disrespectful, that it was tasteless, that it was offensive, that it was wrong. Mr. Mason Jr., I'm glad you know that. Too bad you couldn't talk to the people first before they came and approached her and asked her to do something like that, because this is just like yet another blemish on the Grammy Academy and all of the shit that comes with them. They've had cases. They didn't fire the lady that they had just brought on to try to make some changes and said that she was bullying the people and doing. It's just been a whole bunch. So this is not, this is a blemish. This is for sure a blemish for the Academy. I don't know who they're going to get. Like I said, they don't even really need hosts for these award shows any longer. But every time they take a step forward, they take a couple of steps back. Tiffany Haddish said she felt disrespected. And I didn't blame her. Whether you love or hate Tiffany Haddish, that is not even the point. Don't come around here asking a bitch to do shit for free. I got bills just like everybody else. I got bills just like everybody else. So yeah, no. Oh, good news for the Black people out there. So they say that on December 21st, which is actually the day of the winter solstice too, that the Black people, there's going to be some ascension for Black people, and that we are going to get superpowers, you guys. That's right. Okay. According to Lottie Dot on Twitter, she said that as Black people, genetically, we are stronger and smarter than everyone else. We are more creative. On December 21st, our real DNA will be unlocked and the majority will be able to do things that we thought were fiction. Learn who you are as a people. They want to make us average. Okay. So that is what she left on her Twitter, and that has picked up quite a bit. People are saying that on December 21st, that Black people will become superheroes, that we will have, that this unlocked part of our DNA. Listen, I'm going to take it, like whatever. Okay. If it happens, then, we going to have superpowers, you guys. It'll be like a real life Children of Blood and Bone, if you guys read that book. We're not clear still on whether or not Black people are going to be heroes or villains or how that's going to work out. But yes, this is what Lottie Dot has said. Okay. I didn't really read too much further into it, you guys. I don't want to be disrespectful because I know there are people that actually believe these type of things and all. All I will say is, it definitely can't hurt if Black people gonna go, child, we deserve something, okay, for all the years of what we have been through. So, it don't hurt my heart at all to know that our real powers will be realized and, we'll be super strength and all of that. I'll take it, child. If it happens, that'll be just something else nice. And if it happens, then it happens. But what do you guys think about it? If you were to get a superpower, what would you want your superpower to be? I don't know what I would want my superpower to be. I would have to really think about that. What would I like to be? Invisible? No. Be able to hear things, people's thoughts? No, definitely wouldn't want that. I don't know, you guys, but y'all tell me what you would want to be your superpower. Leave it in the comments below. That should be fun. Okay, you guys, so the versus battle was all set to go down last Saturday between Ashanti and Keisha Cole. These are the early 2000s, for one of you guys reminded me, thank you, that the early 2000s artists who had hit after hit, right before Beyonce came and smashed everybody to smithereens. I won't say smithereens, they're definitely still around, but you guys know what I'm saying. They were supposed to have their versus battle on Saturday. All day Saturday, I was seeing different memes and people posting things talking about the battle and all of that. And then right around 4 o'clock-ish, Ashanti came on and said she couldn't believe she was about to say this, but that she had been tested positive for COVID. She was still trying to do the battle, but she wanted to do it from home. And, she was still trying to just give it the old school try. She was just trying to be, a player in this whole game, when you could tell that she probably didn't feel all that well because she did have a cough. You could tell she was congested. She was, probably at the beginning stages of where COVID, kind of starts to take you down a little bit. But she wanted to still do it, but Keisha Cole said no, and I'm sure that Swizzy and Timbaland said no because, versus battle now has become a thing. It's a brand. It's a real thing. And so when people used to do it from their locations and the connections would be bad and you couldn't hear and the shit would freeze up and the sound was wrong, all of that, now they have it much more controlled. Everybody is in the same location. They perform on the stage if they want to. We can get some anecdotal bits where they talking about what the song meant to them or who contributed to this and all that. You can't get that same feel when you're not together, and also when one of them is not feeling well. She didn't even look well. Okay, I was looking at her face. I was like, she doesn't even look the same. So I felt like, yeah, she probably didn't feel well, but she was trying to make it happen. People were talking about the fact that she had been all over. She had been traveling out of the country, different places. And she could have caught it doing that, or she could have caught it, picking out some hot dogs at the Publix grocery store. You don't know where you catch these things, but, she was living her life for sure, and then she definitely came down with the virus. So, yeah, they've rescheduled it. I believe they said January 9th. In the meantime, there's a versus battle that's scheduled to come up. Is it this weekend? Oh, I think it's this weekend with Too Short and E40. Okay, 40 water. Hey, sprinkle me, man. Sprinkle me. That's my favorite E40 song, Sprinkle Me. I've never been too much of a Too Short fan. Just never have. I don't even really know many Too Short songs. I know a lot of E40 songs, but not too many Too Short songs other than the big ones, you know, Blow the Whistle and what's that other one he had? But it's okay, y'all, because it's West Coast food, best coast, West Coast. That's to let you know about that. But anyway, Ashanti and Keyshia Cole. I didn't realize I was looking forward to it until I saw the little track list and the songs, and I was like, oh, I kind of forgot about some of them songs. So I would have actually liked to see the two of them together, but I think it was the best decision was just to wait, let Ashanti get better, and you know, we'll see him in January. But will you guys be watching E40, Fody Fanzarelli, and Too Short this weekend? Y'all let me know. Will y'all be watching Fody Fanzarelli and Too Short? Y'all let me know. All right, you guys, so TylerPerry yesterday, he posted what I looked at as a damn thirst trap post. I was just like, look at Tyler out there talking about this is his midlife crisis, you know, that he's 50, however old he is, 50, how did he say? 57, 53, 55? Anyway, he's 51, 50 something years old, and that he's single, and you know, now he's wondering what the next chapter is gonna be. I said, nigga, we can tell you what the next chapter is. You rich. That's the next chapter. You gonna be just fine, Tyler. You know, he'll talk about he having a midlife crisis. Boy, it was thirst trappish because, you know, Tyler's been working out. He's been looking good. Okay, and I think he knows it. So he come posting this picture of himself. I said, nigga, you don't stop it. But yeah, Tyler want to let the women's and the men's, you know, depending on what the preference is, that he is single and ready to mingle. I never really believed that he was with his baby mother anyway. I always felt like that was an arrangement. But yeah, he say he out there for y'all. Maybe one of you guys can help him figure out what the next phase of his life is gonna be. But I bet you I could figure it out. Also, you guys, they say that Sister Act 3 is in the makings, that Whoopi Goldberg is developing the character that she played almost 30 years ago. The nun, what was her name? Dolores Van Cartier. She is going to be reprising the role, and they're trying to get all of the original cast members back to bring on the hilarity. It's so funny, you guys. I have never seen any of the Sister Act movies. It just always looked corny to me, and I just never was interested. Never. And I know that the one, so Lauryn Hill was in what, the second one? I can just remember everybody just loving that movie, and I always see Ashley and them, they would post stuff from that movie, and I was like, I ain't never even seen it. It's just like one of that stage of life where I was not interested in any Whoopi Goldberg singing nun movie. And I guess the executives at different Hollywood studios was all saying that they weren't interested as well. But when when Whoopi tweeted out about the possible movie coming, and just wanted to get a feel if people were interested, they found that a lot more people wanted the movie than they knew. So then Walt Disney Studios said, okay, we will do this. Okay. Why do I keep wanting to say Whitney? Whoopi is going to be co-producing with your boy TylerPerry, which is why he's tied into this story. And they're going to actually stream it on Disney Plus. So y'all, these streaming services are taking over. It kind of breaks my heart because I don't really want the fun of going to the movie theater to just die away. I mean, it definitely is not going to be at the same scale as it was before because people now can just do it at home. But I still like the whole feel of going to the theater and seeing it on the huge screen and having my snacks and sitting in the chair and enjoying the whole experience. You guys saw that Warner Brothers released all of their movies. All of their movies is going to be streamed next year, and Hollywood is pissed at them for doing that because they feel like they're contributing to the burying of, you know, the theater experience and all. And I don't know how they're going to be able to make their money because in a movie theater, you can charge people per person to go into a theater. Well, when you are showing a movie at home, or if a person is actually paying to stream it at home, you only pay $19.99 and you can have 20 people up in there. you know? So you're not making the money that you were. And so that's where the problem comes in. I think that some of the studios wanted to just wait until we got COVID free and everybody could go back out. But clearly Warner Brothers was like, hell fuck nah, bitch. Okay. They losing money. I'm sure all of Hollywood is hemorrhaging. And, you know, they're trying to figure out a way to make it happen the best way they can. And that's what Warner Brothers did. But yeah, I don't know, you guys. Just the whole streaming idea, while very convenient, and I understand why, I'm gonna miss going to the theaters. So as long as they keep a theater or two open in, you know, in the cities and everything, I'm sure it'll be fine. But it's just not gonna be the same, you guys. And then, you guys, speaking of the Hollywood and the theater experience and movie making in general, you guys, your boy Tom Cruise, honey, when I tell you this nigga went off on his crew for Mission Impossible 7 down there in London, child, Tom wasn't having it. So if you guys have listened to the audio, Tom Cruise was yelling at his cast members, I'm sorry, not the cast members, the crew members, because there was a breach in the COVID safety measures that they so painstakingly take to make sure that they can get through the making of this movie. One, I'm sure the movie is big budget, because Mission Impossible movies always are, and usually Tom Cruise movies always are. The filming of the movie was halted back when COVID first started. They were making the movie. They had to stop because, you know, people were getting sick. And now they have introduced all of these measures to make sure that it stays like airtight and that they don't have any problems. And I guess there are some members on the crew that wasn't sticking to these rules. So Tom Cruise was real mad. And he kind of has always striked me as a type that goes from 0 to 100 quickly. You know, he stays out of the gossipy rags. I mean, you know, people will make their assumptions, but he, for the most part, nobody has ever really said how Tom Cruise is. But he seems very like he's either real calm or just real pumped up. There's nothing in between. Remember him jumping on the couch, and Oprah thought he was crazy when he was talking about Katie Holmes. But yeah, he's just going off on them and basically saying that if you guys don't fucking do what the hell you supposed to do, then you fucking fired. Okay, he ain't playing with y'all. There's a whole bunch riding on this. You know, all of Hollywood is counting on them to get this movie done. If they have to shut down the production, then that is a whole bunch of people that are losing jobs. That is families that's not getting money. I mean, listen, the pressure is definitely on for Tom Cruise to make sure that this movie is successful and, you know, that it happens. And he's 100% correct. If they don't make this movie, and if they have to shut it down again, people are going to lose jobs, and, you know, it's just going to continue to be the circle that they're trying to get out of, and they're trying to get Hollywood back on his feet and all of that. So, I mean, I totally got what he was saying, you know. And really, when you listen to it, it sounded like I done told these motherfuckers 10 times kind of rant. I done said it real nicely a few times, and then you didn't want to listen then. So now I got to get ignorant with you, and I got to cuss you out, and I got to yell and scream and all of that. That's what the rant kind of sounded like to me. Okay. I don't know if that's true, but that's the tone that he was at. Like he was just fed up to the utmost of fed upness. And you know, the people was just standing there probably listening, because the audio is out there for you to listen to. But I know them people was probably just standing there like, what the fuck? Like, okay. Yeah, Tom was not playing with they ass. Do I think that was the best way to do it? Well, no, I'm not confrontational like that, you know. And I think that a lot of times people respond better to, you know, if you just talk to them as an adult. You know, as a responsible adult, this is what we need to do here, and make sure that they understand the importance. But sometimes motherfuckers just don't understand that, and now you got to start cussing them out. Some people only understand the cuss out, y'all. He definitely got his point across, and I know for a fact that everybody in that crew knows that if they get out of line as far as the safety measures are concerned, again, you out of job. So if I was to say the effectiveness of the conversation that was had, it was at 100 for sure. The method of conveying that message, maybe a little bit less in a number, but I mean, he's just passionate, you guys. He's just trying to get this done. He's trying to make sure that everybody keeps the job. I'm sure the pressure is bad, really heavy on him. And he definitely let us know. So yeah, y'all, that's what's happening out there with the people. Well, y'all heard it though? If you ain't heard it, go listen to it. Ooh, that Tom is upset. All right, you guys, congratulations are in order to our girl, Keisha Knight Pulliam. It looks like she has been engaged to Brad James. He is the actor from the show From Better or Worse, for Better or Worse. He is the actor from the show For Better or Worse. And they said that he asked her to marry him earlier this month. They had an engagement party that was very much COVID safe. Made sure everybody was distanced. Washing hands and sanitation everywhere, but she had many of her closest friends and family there to celebrate. And we're happy for Keisha Knight Pulliam because her dating life has been a little bit of a it's just been a little snafu-ified. The first was Tigger. They were a cute couple. At first, we didn't know anything about it. Then we found out that they were together, and I was like, oh, okay, I like that, And then abruptly, they broke up. And then Tigger kind of was trying to make it seem like they weren't really together. He kind of wasn't wanting to claim it. I don't know. It got weird. And then she just suddenly turned up with Ed Hartwell, I think is his last name, the black guy out here. And that's who she ended up having her daughter with. But you guys remember all the drama that was going on there. And he was trying to say the baby wasn't his. And, and I was just like, not little Rudy getting caught up in the ghetto bullshit. He had been damn near drove her crazy. She was acting all out of character and doing all kind of craziness too. And, they finally broke up. She got her little baby. And I guess she tried to have to regroup and get herself back together and, just be like, okay, that was fucked up, and now let me just get back on track here. And then they say God sends you things when you're ready. All right, and this thing would be Brad James. And they say that they met back on the set of Pride and Prejudice Atlanta, and they began dating back then about a year ago. And now fast forward till now, they are an engaged and happy couple. The pictures look nice. They look happy. They look good together. So if she's happy, damn it, I'm happy too. They will now be one big happy family. Okay, you guys. So MacKenzie Scott, she is the ex-wife of Jeff Bezos. You guys know him as the owner of Amazon, I'm talking about multi-billionaire who she got a divorce from him last year, was it? Or was it this year? Last year, this year, whatever. But she got the settlement was just astronomical, and multi-billion-dollar settlement, more money than I know that she doesn't know what to do with. So what she has decided to do is really rev up her charitable donations. They say that in the past 4 months, she has given away $4.2 billion. And she's saying she's giving it away quicker and giving away way more money because in the day and age of COVID, that while the poor definitely got poorer, the rich cleaned up. The rich got way richer from COVID. And she knows that, and she feels that the help, she could provide help because she's gotten rich actually off of these unfortunate turn of events. She's worth over $60 billion now. She's made $24 billion just this year. And like I said, she knows that it's partially because or mostly because of COVID. So, I mean, God, it's just amazing how when you get this kind of money, just more money just continues to come. So she's got all this money. What do you do with that kind of money? Well, you start to give it away. The Amazon stock actually jumped 67% this year. So, if she made that kind of money, you can just imagine how much money Jeff Bezos made. It is unthinkable. Who would have ever thought that anybody would be able to give Walmart a run for their money? I mean, who would have thought? I mean, I'm sure Walmart is not threatened to go out of business because people still going to Wally World. But I mean, I even admit I shop on Amazon for almost everything now. Like if I don't feel like going to the store, it's Amazon. So just amazing how that company has made so much money. And I get, it is a good feeling to know that she is trying to make a difference by helping others. So she's given this money to, I'm talking about millions of dollars, to food banks, to Goodwills, to Meals on Wheels. She's given it to educational facilities, universities, colleges, historically Black colleges and universities, $25 million to Bowie State University, $50 million to Prairie View, $40 million to Morgan State University. She gave to Norfolk University. I mean, I'm talking about good, big amounts of money, and she hasn't had any stipulations. As a matter of fact, the heads of these places, it was almost, they say, one of them said that it was literally like she just called them and was just like, hey, you know, I'm finna cash app you $40 million, and you just use that money wherever you see fit within your organization. You know, whether or not she's giving it to a nonprofit or to a university or college, she just gave the money and said, y'all figure out where it needs to go. Okay. So, I mean, you know, that part of it is a little scary, especially when there's been people in places that have mismanaged money before. You know, I don't want to think that this money will get mismanaged, especially in these HBCUs. Like if the eye is on you now, you got this money, like you need to do right by the money and all that. I mean, you know, I'm not greedy. I just want to just get myself comfortable and make sure, you know, I got a little savings, you know. $60 billion, you guys. Do you know that's 999 million plus 999 million plus 999 million plus. Oh my God. 60 something damn times, you guys. So that's a whole lot of money, but it's good to see that she is doing something positive with it. So hopefully everybody does right by it. And then lastly, you guys, congratulations are in order to Miss Zanique Pulliam. Okay, her and her baby father, Bad Hunter Izzy. Looks like they have welcomed the birth of their bouncing baby girl. Okay, I don't know what the little girl's name is. I don't think that they have announced it, but little Romeo, I guess they do a podcast or something together. Everybody is doing podcasts, you guys. He announced that she's 8 pounds, 8 ounces, the baby was, of all sugar and spice and everything nice, you guys. So, I guess she is home recuperating and enjoying and loving on her brand new baby girl. Tiny is happy. She did post that she's, you know, that her grandbaby is here. And, you know, I'm sure it's celebratory times in the Tiny and T.I. household. Good for Zanique and Mr. Izzy. Congratulations to the happy couple. Child, I feel like I've been talking. But yeah, so I won't see you guys. Actually, I will see you before Christmas because I'll be on Real Housewives. But if you guys don't watch those videos, Real Housewives of Power, then I will tell you now today, Merry Christmas to you all. Happy holidays. Happy Hanukkah or Chanukah, like Smokey Robinson said. Happy Kwanzaa, if you celebrate that. Happy holidays to all of the rock stars out there. Rocky love y'all to death, for real. But let me get off of here. We do this every single week, so make sure that you rate, comment, and subscribe, and make sure you come back. Until next time, rock stars. Bye.